Hi, this is your presenter Muhammad Sadiq. In this video clip, you will see how to create a very efficient, economical, cost-free overhead water tank overflow alarm. When I Google on net, I found a lot of overflow alarm, but none of them seems to be logically a practical one to be done or to be created at home. For that reason, what I have done is I have come up with a unique design in which you will see the overflow alarm by making use of mostly household material. Before the implementation of this overflow alarm, almost like 8 to 10 buckets in a day is wasted. Don't forget, this design or this alarm is just an indicator which basically indicates that the water level has reached up to its peak and it's about to overflow. So in simple words, it is just an indicator to the person who has implemented, and he can just go and switch off the motor of the overhead tank. Basically, this can be used by houses, flats, companies, or wherever they want intimation or alarm to be set when there is overflow of water in their overhead tank. I will walk you through the creation of the alarm till the device is implemented in overhead tank. So let us see, like as I told you, like it's mostly household materials. I have numbered them 1 to 11, all the material that basically needed to design this alarm. The first one is the pipe in which the device will be tied and dipped into the overhead tank. Then you need a charger, basically converts from AC to DC volts, any old charger. Then you need a buzzer. If you don't have, you have to go and get this market, this one, and I'm sure as well as the wire, which is number 2 electric wire to connect from top your overhead tank till inside your house. Then fourth is buzzer, as I told earlier. Like fifth one is a mosquito bottle, empty bottle. You have to clean it properly. This will act as our switch. Then you need sixth one, a nail. What you see here, actually, in fact, we need a nail with a head. So usually you will find in a hardware, any hardware shop, a nail with a head, like a rounded one. Actually, when I was designing, I was taking a snap. So in fact, actually, when I started with this with a flat one, but later on I changed with a round head because that was a good, like a metal, and which act as a good conductor as well. Seventh one is the wire. These wires you can find in such cables. You can just like a 4-inch or almost like 4-inch. You can just cut these wires and take out the wire inside. It's a single piece. It is for tying. Actually, it is a good conductor, and also it supports, it protects the coil, or the other end of the wire. Once you wrap around this nail, you can tie it properly with this wire, so it becomes a good conductor, in fact. Then you need an empty bottle. It's like a 250, or I think it's a 250 to 300 ml, small one, a small water bottle. This is what you need. And then ninth one is a big pin. Basically, these pins are used to stick large, like whiteboards, where you stick paper. Then you need wire to tie this bottle, and to hang this mosquito bottle inside this bottle. So these type of wires are needed. And also tying, there is another type. As you walk through the design of this demo, you will see another plastic wire, which is a very effective one to tie with this pipe to dip it in the overhead tank. Then you need then plastic tape to wrap around this coiled wire, or this twister wire. So these are the basically material which mostly you will find at home are needed to design this overflow alarm. So let us proceed and see how these are assembled together, how each one is designed to create the final product. In the first step, we will see like the charger. As I told you, like the charger, basically it converts 110 to 40 AC to 5.6 DC. To this charger, what you need to do is the end of the charger, which is plugged to your mobile to charge, you have to cut that head, and you will find these two type of wires, like black and white, or maybe another different colors. So basically you will find these two wires. So the very first step, what you need to do is the buzzer, which is, should be 8 ohms. You have to connect the positive of your charger to the positive, which is here is the red one. You have to connect it and plug it and test, see whether the buzzer makes sound. This is the foremost step that you should do. That way your charger is okay and your buzzer is okay. That way the very first step of testing as well as preparing your charger will be done. So in the next step, we will use our mosquito bottle. All you need to do is you have to use an empty bottle. There you will find in the middle a hard round cylindrical type. You have to remove that one. You have to use the entire, but make sure it is clean and dry. As you can see in the snap, this is actually when I took the snap, I did this design first by a thread. So this is not the ideal one. You should be using a plastic wire. Basically that wire, mostly you can use one of the places that I know it is used is fishing. So it's a little thin wire, plastic wire. You have to tie either side. It should be up in opposite direction. This thread, when it comes out, it should be opposite direction. So that's the one. Then before that, what you need to do is as I told you, you have to use a nail with a cap. You will cap, in the sense you will find a round one on the top. So you have to screw it almost like inside. Once you screw, once it goes down, it becomes very tight and stiff. The other end of the wire, you have to coil it around, wrap it around, and then tie with this wire. In this preparation of mosquito bottle, you basically will be preparing, you will be entering this nail, then wrapping this wire, the other end of the wire, and taking out two plastic wires, little long wires. That way the step 2 is completed. Then you, in the third step, you will be preparing your bottle. Actually this whole device will be placed inside the water tank. So this empty bottle, wherever you see this black one, you have to make a hole so that the bottle inside floats and it will move up. It will act as a switch basically. So these holes act as like a movement, like a motion, which will make the bottle go up. You see the in the cap portion, which is in the center, you will actually press a pin, a big metal pin. Like as I told you, it is used to stick papers in white boards or bulletin boards. So it's a big pin, and it is a good conductor of electricity. So you here in this cap, the other end, as you can see, the other end of the wire, the long wire, it is solder in the center. So in this cap, you have to do 4 holes. One is for the pin, the other one is from the other end of the wire, which goes inside, and this bottle is the one which is connected basically. Third and fourth, basically here you need 2 more identical, equally in opposite direction. Third and fourth hole, basically these 2 wires will come out from those 2 holes. So that way you have to make sure that the bottle in this mosquito bottle, inside this, through these 2 holes, is it's almost in a little distance down, because once the water rises, it will push it up and it completes the circuit. So you have to tie it on up. over here. So this way your step 3 where the bottle preparation, the bottle portion will be ready. Then you need to have the wire, a long wire. It should be long enough from your overhead tank till inside the house, and it should be like twisted so that it holds a good strength from tearing it down or splitting in pieces. So better to twist it, and so that way it's very resistive. You need to have a long cable, electric cable. In the next step we will see whatever we have gone through so far. We'll look into the assembling of entire devices that you have prepared. In this step is basically the assembling and doing a testing of the device. As you can see here, the pipe is cut into manner so that it can hold from top, and the whole device can be dipped into the overhead tank. As you can see, this snap is taken while have tied around the cap using a thread, but in fact this is not in the final product. I have replaced this with silicone tape or electric wire tape, and even the wires, like these are the plastic wires, no more thread. And see this wrapping wire, it is very handy plastic wrapping which holds firmly. So you have to hold such a way that it can be with rigid force, with slight force, should be able to rotate, should be able to move around this pipe. It should not be free, but it should be enough tight. That is how you have to just wrap around this bottle. On the top you can use these wires or thread or anything that can hold firmly. See, these are the other end which will be on the overhead tank. So once the whole platform is prepared, all you have to do is how to bring a bucket, mug, and just dip this inside and pour water. On the charger and the buzzer should be connected in this manner, which should be inside house. Once you start filling this mug, at certain level the buzzer will start making sound. So that indicates that your whole device is successful. It is designed and created successfully. So this is how you will do assembling of what you are going to dip in the overhead tank and the testing portion. So in the final step, what we will do is we will see how the implementation take place. Implementation in the sense the whole device, placing it overhead tank, and how the charger will look inside. See this whole coil, this is how the topmost portion which you see here, that the bottom is what is dipped inside the water. So once the water level raises, this will push up, and that way the circuit is completed, and it will the buzzer will start making sound. So in that way you have to switch off the alarm, and you can switch off your motor as well. The other portion of the wire is this portion, and that is how it is connected inside. And once your motor is on, you have to switch on this charger, so that the whole entire gadget or the device works once the water start reaching to its peak level. That is all I have in this video clip. So basically, by using all your household material other than the wire and the buzzer, you can create your own overflow alarm. Thank you for watching this video. Goodbye.